And these are the bits that you rarely get to see. Is me waiting for my asthma getting ready.
I have a slow body clock.
Are these some from Tenerife?
Yeah.
These the pound ones?
Yeah.
Why don't you get me some, you bitch?
'Cause you don't wear gloves.
I would. If I had some.
Yeah, but that's like saying, why don't you get me a blender? You don't blend things. Well, I would if I had one.
I have a blender down there and a triple A.
You know what I mean.
You've
anyway.
lied, you to fuck.
No, I've not. Let's go on anyhow. Right, here she is, girls. Here she is, world. You alright?
Yeah, I'm just pulling my dress down like a right slut.
Those vegan guys. There's just no queen like a vegan queen.
Well, hello, my lovely darlings. I'm Gemini.
And I'm Miasma.
And together we are
The Vegan Queens.
But, unlike other queens in the nation, you can't just write a pile of crap on a piece of paper, hand it to us and we'll read it out in Parliament. That's not how this works. But we wanted today to give you an alternative Queen's speech.
Yes.
Because obviously there's going to be the Queen's speech.
The proper one.
No doubt she'll be talking about how in some ways this has been an annus horribilis. Horribilis.
A horrible anus. I know things about that.
So let's dissect 2019, Miasma.
Where would you start, Mother? Where would you even start? We were actually talking earlier, we were saying, doesn't it feel like you almost can't remember what happened at the start of the year? Because there's been so much.
I can't actually remember what January and February necessarily pertain to.
No, right?
Or what we partook of in those months.
Quite true.
But we've got a royal baby, of course.
Yeah. Lovely Meghan Markle.
April.
It was February, wasn't it?
Was it February?
I think it was
All right,
February.
so there you go.
If it wasn't February, it was March.
Yeah, we had a lovely baba.
Beautiful baby.
There's been quite a lot of things this year involving the royals and children.
There has.
Hasn't there? So we've got the lovely birth of the baba.
Little baby.
Lovely Harry and Meghan.
Little Meghan Markle.
Beautiful couple.
Gorgeous
actually.
couple. I like them.
I like them. I like them very much. I think they're a nice modern view of the royal family. Although I am still one of those, what we called...
Anti-royalists?
No. What we called, like, so there's the Queen and then there's...
Gays?
Us.
Oh, commoners.
Are we called the commoners?
I think we're called commoners,
Okay. I'm one of the commoners that's not really too into the royal family. I understand, the tourism pull and everything, but it's the cost, you see.
It's very dear. Very dear.
I think it's one of the many things about the haves and the have-nots that have come to light.
Indeed.
This year. It's been a very polarising year, obviously.
Good word.
Obviously politically.
Definitely.
Incredibly polarising.
What's nice is these young royals, though, we'll say, seem to be doing more, don't they, for people?
Yes.
Which is I hope that carries on.
Well, Harry and Wills are both taken after the mother.
Yes.
They've both got very much their mother's attributes. And Diana was not your typical royal, was she?
No.
She was, she spent a lot of time with AIDS patients.
A lot of time with AIDS patients.
One of the first to do that.
Who would actually touch people as well. You
Yeah.
know, and sort of get rid of that fear of, if you touch someone, you can pass it on.
She was a good woman.
She was a very good woman.
A good and very beautiful woman.
Gorgeous she was.
But unfortunately, most of 2019, as no doubt you're very aware, has been dominated by Brexit.
Again. How long have we lived with Brexit? Is it 3 years this time?
Yeah.
3 years?
June 2016, wasn't it? June the 23rd.
I've had shorter engagements.
As I recall.
Do you know what I mean?
And me.
You know what I mean?
And me.
It's not on, is it?
Not really. No, it has been a polarising year, and it would be nice if we could. I know it's a difficult thing to do at any time of year, but particularly at Christmas time. If we could put our differences aside,
Bury that
and kind of try to understand each other. Now, the funny thing is, us being liberals, you'll very rarely hear Conservatives say that.
It's true that, yeah.
It is usually the other way around, and I'm going to link a video up there. Paul's last political video in his trilogy from the post-election, and it kind of explains to those that may not know why a lot of LGBTQ plus people do have an issue with the Conservative Party in general.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And not, of course, just Boris Johnson, who, by the way, missed out there, girls. Corbyn.
Like a pensioner's leg. That's all I'll say.
You know.
But, you know, be that as it may, the people of the country, they don't want socialism, and clearly they don't want Willie. So, there you are. That's 2019.
Well, they don't want socialism, but the NHS is socialist.
Oh no, but that's too complicated.
Oh,
There's too much cognitive dissonance, love.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. You
Yeah.
know, everyone's suffering from it.
And of course, we're going to be very shortly plummeting into veganuary.
Oh yes.
And hopefully, with the documentary Game Changers, which came out this year, and has made men alert that you can keep your knob harder longer with a plant-based diet, basically. And
Yeah.
suddenly everyone's jumping on the V-wagon.
To paraphrase...
Well, we don't mind, we're V-sexual.
To paraphrase the
Club
leader of our
Watch
current
out.
so-called Prime Minister, get impotence done. Go vegan. I'm not suggesting it's that simple. But I do hope it has made people think.
I would hope so.
I think so.
I would hope so.
I hope so.
And it's been a very, very lovely year for us, the vegan queens.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
No, it really has.
Really lovely.
We've done some lovely performances. We've done some fabulous Pride festivals, dotted, you know, around the locale of the northwest of England.
And sometimes lower. Sometimes lower. Yeah,
we've done our beautiful drag brunch.
That was fabulous. If you missed it, you need to come to the next one.
We've gone right. We've expanded down to Yelvertoft now with our performances.
Who are we?
Do you know what I mean?
Conquering the country.
Near Rugby. And of course, we're ending the year actually with this.
Yes.
This is how we're ending the year, but a few days ago, we got to perform in a nursing home, residential care home, for a lady that we both used to work with.
I won't tell you her name. Susan. No, it's not. But we want to protect her privacy.
I posted it all over the place.
Then
This
never
is
mind.
Barbara.
Barbara it were.
She got a Barbara. Lovely woman. Absolutely
Beautiful.
lovely woman.
Yeah.
And her son knew that we meant a lot to her, and us. And he booked us to go to where she lives now and do a show. Oh, we loved it, didn't we?
It's our raison d'etre all over, isn't it, love? We love the big gigs. We love the, you know, quote-unquote important profile gigs, but we also love those special gigs that we do for people.
They're my favourites,
Yes.
to be honest
Lovely.
with you. Because they're the ones, it ain't about the money. We don't need much money. We just want to make them all dance. Forget about the price tag. It's a bit weird harmonically,
It was
but
weird harmonically. It's brought your tofurkey up, hasn't it? But there you go. That's me for you. Love me or hate me. Do you know what? People who always say that, love me or hate me, and Marmite me, they're usually dickheads, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Now, I don't know if you're tagging along with Paul's starting a journal. Doesn't have to be from the 22nd of December, but he started his from the 22nd of December because that's the first of the longest days. That's when the earth tilts and we do that thing where we start getting longer days. So he started from then, and I'll link a video about it up there because you might be interested in jumping on board and getting ready for 2020.
Yeah.
With hopefully a list full of plans. What's your plans, Miasma, for 2020? I would certainly like us to do a lot more bookings across the country.
Yes. My resolution is to work towards us working more and more regularly,
Yes.
but still having time to have those special moments and those little gigs.
Sorry, I didn't put my
You know.
phone on silence, Barry.
Well,
It's
it's-
to come round for his tea, no doubt. I don't know if
Is
it's...
that a euphemism?
No, you know Barry's 6 doors down. I mean, I don't mind, you know. Jealous of everybody. I can't even stroke my pussy without her looking at me funny.
Looking at your what?
What? So,
So yes, what about you? Have you got any do you make resolutions, love?
I do kind of. I'm doing this thing with Paul. I'm getting myself ready for 2020 by giving myself some realistic goals that I can realistically achieve to make myself feel better. Because I'm a 50-year-old woman now.
What?
50-year-old woman.
No.
You know, and luckily some things have kept their place. But other things...
Like the sideboard?
You know, a bit low, a bit droopy. And I'd like to pull them back up, you know.
That'd be nice.
I would like us to get our V-sexual club night up and running.
Definitely.
Because we'd like to start, obviously in Manchester, at a Manchester venue first, but who knows, could go national. A night called V-sexual, all vegan themed. So there are vegan cocktails, there are vegan drag queens.
Artists, maybe craft or something like that.
You know, all kinds
glitter
of
bars,
all
whatever.
kinds of stuff and things.
Yeah.
You know.
That'd be nice. That's a nice thing to work towards for us.
It is a nice thing to work towards, and of course, just some more regular bookings. Yeah. But of course, we're not leaving you guys alone.
Are you messing?
Because we love coming on here, like
we love a queen
and talking about the things and the stuff and the things, you know.
Gross.
Or I feel like a lie the beers when I start talking to scouts.
We're not off.
In 2020, because hindsight is of course 2020 vision. Well, we're going to be starting a show in 2020. We thought about doing it weekly, but commitments. And we've both got Tinder going, pinging all the time.
All the time.
You know.
Can't get no sleep no more.
Well, it's how I get my tea most nights.
Yes.
Go out on a date.
Poking me. Sometimes I'm poked by complete acquaintances.
You have been poked.
Yeah.
To the nth degree. And anyone who knows nth it's a you know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's
I'm red raw
degree.
basically. It's like cling film now.
You'll soon be like me.
Yeah.
My darling. Soon be looking like a panda exploded in Wigan.
No visible means of support but our suspenders.
You know what I mean? That's shocking. So, in the new year, we thought we do like the show Mock the Week.
We do actually.
Don't we?
It lacks the annoyance of I got news for you.
Yeah, and we wanted to talk about the week, but we thought that's a bit too much of a commitment. So never mind Frock the Week, how about Frock the Fortnight? So, in 2020, you'll have us too. Now this is on top of us covering any new series of Drag Race, American or British.
And you know there's going to be some because she needs that dollar.
Are we going to share our news about that, by the way, and be honest? Well, I am.
Are we allowed?
Yeah, because I'm not giving any details.
Right, okay.
I'm not giving any details. But we did both apply for Drag Race this year. And we're about to go onto one of the stages.
Yes.
And for me, personally, I saw, and please watch out for this, Michelle Visage. Please watch out for this. Because as a 50-year-old woman
yes,
who's been a drag queen for 37 of those lovely years, just you saying to somebody who was interviewing you, who asked you what advice might you give for anyone applying, you said, learn to sew. If you can't sew, don't bother. I'm a vegan queen. I don't sew. I might hot glue or hand sew a thing now and again.
Little donkey
But I
stick.
don't make things from scratch because we are all about reduce, reuse, recycle as far as possible. And that ethic doesn't fit in with learn to sew.
Yeah. Or
And I was
have things handmade or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I was a bit worried that I just wouldn't fit in, and so I stopped the process.
Similar, probably for slightly different reasons. You know, I think.
Oh, I'm not blaming it all on Michelle.
No.
It was because I didn't feel like I'm the type of queen that would fit in that environment.
Sure.
And I certainly didn't have the money to whip up 8 weeks of costumes.
Yeah. Well, I think I realised I don't really like competitions, and because I don't necessarily think that competitions prove, and that's not to take away from anybody who's
No,
done
because we
amazingly
love
well.
watching
We love it.
it doesn't mean we want to take part.
Exactly.
We got very excited. We got caught up in the moment.
We did.
And then we had a really good chat, didn't we?
We did.
About the reality of the situation and the fact that we've built this platform here now. And it's important for us, the Vegan Queens, to have a presence
Absolutely.
here, which is why we want to continue reviewing things, even if it's just the last fortnight on what's gone on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you see, we've got things we can send to. We can send a link to a club, can't we? And say, if you're looking for queens, come and check us out on YouTube.
Look at us, we're dead topical.
Look at us, aren't we purdy? That's the most important thing. So what do we hope for in this coming new year? Because 2019 there's been some wonderful moments, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't ended well. Especially for anyone who didn't vote Conservative. Well, and we have to talk about it.
We can't not. We'd have to ignore it.
Well, we've already mentioned
We've
it,
said
haven't
it.
we? But I mean, it is upsetting. It's upsetting for a lot of people. But I think what we have to do is we have to remember that just because Boris Johnson is the Prime Minister of the country, and just because the Conservative Party won through 88% of lies and misleading comments, and through just saying get Brexit done, which is ridiculous and says far more about the voters than the party. Just because all that's happened doesn't mean that we've changed.
Yeah.
Because I, at the core, still care about you deeply. Even if you voted Conservative. You still matter to me.
Yeah.
I would never walk past you if you were getting mugged in the street. I'd help even if I put myself in danger. Because
That's what it's about. We can't, that's what...
and I know you're the same.
Yeah. People expect, isn't it? They go, oh, everyone's dead polarised, oh, you wouldn't help me, but that's the difference. We would.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we do care.
And we love
yeah.
you. We love you. If you voted Conservative, we think you made a big mistake, and it's one we'll all come to regret. We might be proven wrong.
Who can never be sure. But there we go.
And if we were proven wrong, I would take it right on the chin and say, do you know what, things
I'd
are
say,
alright.
okay, alright, fair dues. Watch this space. But yeah, I think in 2020, what I wish for is support in the local and wider communities.
Yes.
Look out for each other. We've been talking about this, haven't we?
Yes.
If you see someone struggling, is there anything you can do to help? Or at least point them in the right direction where they might get help.
And, if you've got a friend who says a lot of the time, no, I don't fancy going to that, or I don't want to go out for a coffee, or it doesn't mean they don't want to see you. I think because we've become so cyber, all of us, and so digital, it's very easy to forget that we're all people. I know that Paul has some crushing days, but he wouldn't want to burden anybody. However, that little phone call, or that little phone call from his friend Stuart, message from his husband at work, how you doing, babes, how's your day, love you,
That's what it's about.
makes the world a difference.
Small acts of radical kindness.
Yeah.
That should be our motto.
Small acts of radical kindness.
Practice radical kindness.
Of radical seok. If
We
you
could do
include in the
sark.
off.
We could do sark and put the O as a really small one, like
Yeah.
sark. Small acts of radical kindness.
I like it.
I like it.
I do. Like
Much
it
better
very
than get
much.
Brexit done. Small acts of radical kindness. Sorted. Done. What do you want?
For the many.
Not the few.
We want to thank you so much for supporting us this year, and we understand that a few people were disappointed when we started to review Dracula and then stopped, but we, in good conscience, we couldn't continue.
No.
It was a beautiful delight to review Drag Race UK weekly.
Absolutely.
Just loved it.
Look, yeah.
Loved the show, loved doing our reviews, and loved doing all the recipes, of course, we brought you this year. And all we would say really is To quote somebody I'm not particularly keen on, if you've enjoyed what you've seen from the Vegan Queens this year, you ain't seen nothing yet. 2020 is really going to be where it's at. Because me and her, we've established ourselves now.
Yeah. This
I
is it.
think we've got rid of the KGB at last.
Finally. I think they've given up the ghost.
I think they have given up the ghost, and plus we've changed our appearance that many times.
So many times.
They can't keep up with us.
Had so many faceless, I'm gonna have a beard.
So they've gone. I've written a very stern letter to Putin saying she might be your daughter, but you've had nothing to do with raising her.
Yeah.
You back off.
Yeah.
You ride your horse shirtless if you must.
Yeah.
With your misogyny.
Yeah.
And your toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And you leave me alone.
Yeah. And she even put on Facebook, didn't you? Fed sick of men now, just me and me kids from now on.
And I said at the bottom of the letter, don't tell him I told you this. I said, if you carry on sending those KGB chasing me and her across this country, I'll tell everyone what you keep in your bottom drawer. Vladimir.
I thought that was for stiff necks.
There's a lot of things he wouldn't want to get out in public. A lot of things, you know.
I don't want to think.
Same with that Boris Johnson though.
Yeah.
Filth.
Yeah, filth.
Filth.
Filth in a clown wig.
So yeah, we've waffled enough. We hope you've enjoyed this alternative Queen's speech on Christmas Day. If you celebrate Christmas, we want to wish you a beautiful Christmas. Absolutely. And a wonderful New Year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Yule. Hope you enjoyed winter solstice. Hope you're just enjoying this time of year and you're spending time with people you love and you're eating good food. That's what it's all about, really,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
To sum up, it'd be, don't be dafty. Have a vegan pasty. Don't really rhyme. It'll do, won't it? Yeah. It's been a funny year.
So, we'll wish you a very Merry Christmas. Should we sing something?
Yes!
What can we sing?
What can we sing that's nice to send everybody off?
We've got 7 minutes. Have we got 7 minutes or is the battery about to go?
I don't know.
Don't look like there's anything in it.
Let's finish with the last line then from Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
You ready?
Okay.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Happy Christmas, everybody. All the best. So, bye, darling.
Bye, darlings. See you next year.
We'll see you very soon. Be excellent to yourselves and each other.